Today I'm going to introduce to you my brand new book. Well, it's 2 months old now. Here it is, She Who Would Be Queen. Nice and shiny on the screen right now. And it also comes with 2 CDs of guided processes, guided meditations, which are a lot more than meditations. They're processes that can assist you to recalibrate your DNA, your cellular memory, and assist you to releasing some fears and literally just changing your state of being. This book is for any woman who is at a crossroad, anyone who feels I'm not serving the world enough, my gifts are still dormant, I'm not using them enough, I'm not expressing them enough. It's for anybody who thinks, my relationship is okay, but it's outdated and I'm not fulfilled anymore. What else can I do? It's for anybody who wants to break out of their job, wants to go traveling, but feels that the fears are holding them back. I think the biggest change for me was when I met Alex, my partner. And because Alex does tarot card readings, he often would send women my way saying, you need to activate your inner Queen of Swords, and Crystal can help you how to do that. Or you need to activate your inner Queen of Wands, or Queen of Cups, or Queen of Pentacles. Go and see Crystal, she can help you to do that. And ultimately stepping into the Empress energy, which is the divine feminine energy. As you know, in tarot, the tarot works with the 4 elements or the 4 suits. So we've got the swords, which is the element of air, the quality of thinking. If you're a dominant swords person who is relying very heavily on your thinking and your thoughts, you will be somebody who will think through problems and have solutions for problems. You will think about what could happen and have a backup plan, not just 1, but 2 or 3 backup plans should the first plan not work. You would be somebody who would be thinking a lot about how things went and how you could have done it differently. So you'll be thinking through problems. The swords is also got 2 blades, one which can cut people's heads off. A sharp tongue can hurt people very much. But also, on the other hand, you can use the sword to knight people. And in doing so, you can defend your kingdom, or you can create allies that will defend your kingdom for you. So the next suit is the suit of cups. It's the element of water, the quality of feelings. And again, water can be presented in many different forms. You can have a stagnant pond where when you walk past it, it starts to smell and be yucky because there's no flow. Water needs to flow to be healthy, and so do emotions. So if you suppress all your emotions, they will come out in other forms through physical dis-ease or illness. So you can have your emotions as deep as the ocean, incredibly beautiful, moving. The ocean is always moving, the waves are moving. There's the ebb and flow of the tide. The wands are the element of fire, the quality of creativity. And again, fire has many expressions. The ideal fire is the campfire. It warms you, it nurtures you. It is the spark of inspiration. So people who have a dominance in the wands or their creativity are people who have visions. They are in tune, their third eye is open, they see the future, they can hold on to things. They also are incredibly creative people, so actors, artists, writers, they all would be a dominant in their wands, in their creativity. Then there are the pentacles. And the pentacles are the element of air, or the materialistic qualities. So somebody who is dominated by pentacles would be somebody who places a lot of value and importance on material possessions. They want to live in the perfect house. They want to be perceived as having affluent money. They identify themselves through their materialistic possessions, their clothes, their handbag, whatever it might be. On the other hand, they also can be incredibly grounded. They can have a mothering quality or a sensuality that is indulge and enjoy the physical pleasures of life. There's different aspects of all these elements, and as we go into the archetypes, you will understand that a little bit more deeply. Now the archetypes, let's move on to them, because that's really what the whole book is based upon. The elements are within the archetypes. This is your position of power. Are you dominant as a slave who is dependent in every way? A peasant who constantly needs validation? Are you a lady in waiting who puts herself below people, thinks other people's opinions are more valuable, other people deserve the promotion more than you? Or are you a princess who is the exact opposite of a lady in waiting and puts herself above other people, thinks she has a birthright to be above other people, whether or not that is grounded and founded on experience or not is irrelevant for her? Or are you a queen who rules her own kingdom? Or an empress who is the embodiment of the divine feminine essence and free of any triggers, just being oneness, being flow, being connected? And you've probably been thinking, okay, so who am I? I can recognize myself in a few of those archetypes. And that is because we have several aspects of self. We have the current self, then we have the projected self and the triggered self. Now the current self is the self that we embody when we're at home. There's nothing to prove, nothing to defend, we just are. Life is good, everything is fine, we're in a familiar environment, we can just be ourselves. The projected self is the self that we embody when we want to prove something. We would step into that when we go to a social function, a party, or a job interview, where we want to give the best possible impression. So we project an idealized version of ourselves and enact that being, that person, that version of ourselves. The triggered self is the self that we embody, that we fall into when our buttons get pushed, when we are thrown outside of our comfort zone, when things don't go our way. This book has already changed the lives of quite a few people. Within each of us is a queen, and this book is the real pathway and a guide for every woman to ignite her inner queen. So the book is really going to give you a pathway, a roadmap that you can take, because it does not just have the archetypes, it also comes with questions. So by answering the questionnaire, you will be able to get to know yourself better in a completely new way, in a new framework that is the framework of the archetypes.